So my name is Riches Vasquez, and I'm the second speaker for the affirmative side. So I'm going to state the significance and inherency in the solution to the problem. And so the significance or the importance of this is that getting rid of the electoral college is important because having a college is unfair for the rights of the citizens. So their votes don't count directly towards the election. And Congressman Charles B. Rangel agrees with this. He states that I came to Congress on the heels of civil rights movement, and I know how hard we fought for the sacred right to vote. To protect it, everyone should have access to the vote, and every vote must count. The fact that a candidate can receive more votes than the other but lose the election is fundamentally undemocratic. Another example of how this would, if the citizens would get the right to vote directly towards the election instead of having to go through the process of having an electoral college. Akil Reed Amar states that indeed direct presidential election would harness state creativity in exciting ways. Currently, states have little initiative to encourage voting. A state gets a preset number of electoral votes regardless of voter turnout. But in a direct election system, states with higher turnout would have more clout in the final tally, giving state governments initiatives to encourage voting. States may do this in different ways. And so the problem with this, or the problem in the system with the electoral college is that there is an imbalance between the popular vote in the states and the electoral vote. So Liz Tyler states that the distribution of electoral college votes per state is not equally dispersed. As fairvote.org explains, for instance, each individual vote in Wyoming counts nearly 4 times as much as the electoral college as each individual vote in Texas. This is because Wyoming has 3 electoral votes for the population of 532,668 citizens. To give better evidence or to show how there is an imbalance, I provided some examples of some states and their voting and their electoral votes. So for Alabama, it has 9, and the population increased by 332,000 to 632. Alaska, it has 3. Arizona has 11, Kansas has 6, and California has 55. So there's a big difference between those states, and I don't think that's fair. And this encourages the presidential campaigns to not campaign in many states since they don't have much power over the election. So this actually decreases the voter turnout. And so Lafayette Barn-Fedem has been working on getting rid of the Electoral College for more than a decade and even wrote a book on it. He says his website has been busier than ever. Quote, in the last presidential campaign, and the majority of the campaign was conducted in 12 states. If you do the math, that's 38 states that saw no evidence of presidential campaign. No TV ads, no discussion about issues important to a state like California. So, my solution to this, my plan to guarantee fair voting for all states in the National Popular Vote Bill, the solvency, or in other words, how this bill will solve the imbalance between the popular vote in the states and the electoral vote. Because as stated in nationalpopularvote.com, the National Popular Vote Bill states that it would guarantee the presidency to the candidate who receives the most popular votes in all 50 states and the District of Columbia. If this bill gets passed, all the votes in the states would count equally. And since the presidential election would be done as a whole nation, this may also bring the U.S. closer together. And and since the last campaign where people are fighting right now with Donald Trump winning the election and Clinton losing, and there's a lot of chaos going on, and by getting rid of the electoral college and having the people vote directly would get rid of that. This would also solve the problem with the absence of campaigns in safety states, and people would feel included and find the importance of voting, which leads to a greater voter turnout during the voting day. Thank you.